Yes? Well, here I am. Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. A long time. She learned to wield the sword as well as any... All right, I will tell you the tale another... Which one? I have heard... The elves claim the dales in the south. The elves... But others still fear... And... Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees. And Andraste was burned at the stake in the Tevinter. We will never know for sure.
What do you need? Ask away. Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you? I do my best. Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a... You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced... Oh, I suppose I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. No, it's... Come...
Why are we stopping? There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful? I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises. No. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of... You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my...
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon. It's a process that some...
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment!
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy, Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Olin banished the Wardens and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King... but Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants. Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom. I asked for the truth. It won't restore our land or our titles. Well, no one's... So I went to Duncan, I did. And I said that he could but he never had the chance. 1,000... I'll mark down the location on your map.
Yes? Well, here I am. Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? I suppose I ran a fairly successful business. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy. Well, I didn't steal them. The lost ties. They're full of things that people left behind. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off your... Now, is there anything the boy or... Are you sure I can't interest you in...
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair? It's very nice, and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. One year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels. Yes, you can imagine what she looked like by the end of the evening. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you, like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me. Yes, very much so. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company. And what would you do if I said I do? Very much so, in fact. Huh? You must do that then. Perhaps later when I'm not prepared for it. Surprise me. Come then, let's get going. If I recall correctly, you have some important earth-shattering business to attend to. Why, thank you so much. Why, thank you so much. The stars are out. It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever happens down here, they will shine eternally, their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier? A long time ago, to keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned in the highest tower of his castle and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love. So earnest was her plea that the gods... They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier. This story is one of my favorites. Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist? I never expected you to say that. It is a pleasant surprise. I have to say there is a certain severity to you. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side... Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your mind? My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian. When Orlais was defeated, I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much. Mother died when I was very young. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dry flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wild... But enough about... Looking for little old me? Yes? What's on your mind? I miss Val Royeaux. And always floating above that... Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about that. Of course, and you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais. Dresses, fine... Orlais is very fashionable. Almost ridiculously so. But the shoes... Living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels and embellishments. I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker... The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. They're sturdy shoes, but some... Oh, I could talk about shoes all day.
Oh, why, you little... Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look. Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. You are very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, a little rip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe. Are you here to see the Reverend Mother too? She's a... I came to ask for a blessing. Well, good luck to you.
You let out that creature they Few knights have come through here, searching for some holy artifact.
Blight has truly
one of them
come,
stopped
and
to
the
help.
king is dead.
Greetings, Grey Warden. What can I do for you? Travel?
There is something odd.
I brought my family to Lothering because I thought it would be safe.
May the light of the Maker guide your path. The chant of light.
I want to go home. I'm scared. When are we going
I hear
home?
you drove off those bandits. I hope they don't come back.
I'm sorry, but I must prepare the Chantry's vestments before we flee. There is very little time.
You let out that creature they locked up for murdering those
The Maker grant you his blessing. Is there something else you wished? It represents the flames that burned Andraste herself. Do you know the tale? We are all sinners. The fire symbolizes our hope that forgiveness is possible. The flame means little without the act of remembering and atoning for our sins. Always a pleasure. I wish you well.
Yes? What can I do for you now? A Grey Ward? You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be out. Tairn Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation. There is a price on your head. Lay low and I... Now, if there is nothing else... I cannot... Now... For a Grey Warden. Now... If there is nothing else... May the Maker...
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much. Why, thank you so much. Looking for little old me? Lothering? There are always people in Lothering, but many... I shall do it. Very well.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy... All right. Just don't buy everything up.
So, you truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits. No wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing. To feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice? It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
I don't understand. You look like a woman. You are a Grey Warden, so it follows that you can't be a woman. Women are priests, artisans, shopkeepers, or farmers. They don't fight. What does that have to do with anything? No one gets to choose who they are. Of course not. It is who I am. That's not up to me. A person is born, Qunari or human or elven or dwarf. He doesn't choose that. The size of his hands, whether he is clever or foolish, the land he comes from, the color of his hair, these are beyond his control. We do not choose. We simply are. Can they? We'll see. Yes. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. As you wish.
Are you sure I can't interest you in it? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected.
Looking for little old me? Why, thank you so much. 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 I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer. I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The Darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows. I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful, and I know you're watching out for me. What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am. I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat. Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, you... Oh, how very awkward. Why am I being such a baby about this? I must be a sight spilling my guts. Well, that settles it then. I'm here for you. Of course. I have not given this a brief stop at the cloister in Lothering is in order. I left quite abruptly, and I should tie up loose ends if I can. I'll not stay in Lothering for long. My time in the cloister was a time of healing, but I am ready to face the world again. There's so much out there. Adventure. I might need some company. And you're not too irritating. You're welcome. It is settled then. You and I wandering... I'm here for you. Of course. Wait, you want to talk about us? Is there something bothering you? Really? You think so? You're so sweet.
What do you need?
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.